Greetings, Geishlings. Geishin Prime here with my live reaction of 7 Deadly Sins, Chapter 271, and 2 announcements. One is for fun, one is for business. Well, kind of business. Anyway, starting on, let me double check the date. On the 23rd of this month, and for a week after that, so it'll probably be closer to the 1st of July. I won't be able to make any videos because we're having company over for that duration, and guess whose bed gets used for company? So yeah, I won't be able to make videos. All my stuff's in here, so you know. But anyway, and then the second one is I did a video about the mysterious Wild, possibly Hawk's older brother, you know, whatever, from the last chapter, and a little theory discussion about him, and let's see if any of my theories or thoughts came true. Anyway, Sincere Feelings, Chapter 271. Ban and Meliodas at least discover a teammate that knows of the Demon King, but he clearly looks like Hawk. Bring your feelings across to the eternal world. Okay, and we have... Who is... what? Who's that lady? Is that like the vampire queen or something from one of the side stories? Okay. Anyway, chapter starts properly. Did you say wild? It's like a super hairy master. Your younger brother, you mean Hawk, right? Hawk? My younger brother's name is Mild. One of my theories is somewhat coming true. Though it's true, my brother disappeared around the time he was born, so it wouldn't be all too strange if he didn't remember his own name. I'm still holding out. You don't mean to say that you know a man that looks exactly like me? Did you just call yourself a man? Looks like you. I'd say there's not a thing about him different from you. He could be your clone. Well, you're covered in hair, but that could be based on what he's been eating. Oh, and he's crying. There it is. And Meliodas is like cross-legged up in the air, and Bond's almost upside down in there. That's the exact same cry Hawk makes when he's hungry. Mild. Oh, my sides. The world sure is a crazy place. So is Hawk a demon? Has he been a demon this whole time? Or did he... because that's one of my theories. It's time for the hot sandstorm. Please, O guests of the underworld, please follow me to my humble abode. Okay. Oh God, he is durable. Oh, you live in this pig hut all by yourself? Wait, is that the hut itself? And it's shaped like him? Yep, I decorated it myself, though this is the first time I've ever shown it to anyone. This is pretty well made. Everything's pig decorated. The seat looks like him. I think that has to be it. He made it look exactly like himself, which how does that not draw attention? But everything's pig themed. The water fountain, which there's water in the demon or in purgatory, and then there's a, I don't know what that is over there. But the barrels have like little pigs, and this is crazy. Well, all I got is free time after all. Munch. Okay, he's eating. But even with free time, how would you really do all this? This thing's so hard to sit on. Bah, I think that's a sculpture. Or Bon, sorry. It was really tiny print. Well, all I got is free time after all. Have a drink? This is wort tea made from the ass warts of a Teagle Biddy. Oh, I can't wait to see some Patch's reaction to some of this crap. Pet food balls? Of course. Tastes like purgatory. Tea-Gold Betties. Asswort tea. Yeah, they're like, these names are suspicious. I don't even know where to begin with any of this. My brother Mild was taken away temporarily after he was born by the Demon King and sent somewhere far off outside of this world. Okay, so they have always been in the demon world, right? That was over 8 million years ago. One of my theories was right. Is that they've always been demons, and that explains his demon power, how he can digest even demons. And probably why Wild looks this way is because he's probably been eating cat demons and has the same transport power. And one of them, I even theorized that it was like, oh, maybe like he left at some point. But it was weird that he never mentioned his mother. Hawk woke up in Britannia 16 years ago. Is this a tea cake? What is that? It looks like a lizard. If a minute on the other world is a year here in Purgatory, the math adds up. But I still do not know the reason why my brother was sent to the other world. Oh, we know. I know the reason. Oh, it ran away. Oh, it's a little centipede-looking thing. It was for the Demon King of Purgatory to keep watch over me, his son. That's definitely the reason why he chose Hawk. What? The Demon King's son? Is that a J or an I? Oh, just who are you? Well, he just said. That's right. I still haven't even asked your name. I'm Meliodas, and I'm Bond. So then, my little brother was chosen to keep a watch over you. At first, little Hawk and with the other little demons. At first, the Demon King used animals of the real world to keep surveillance on me, to ensure that I stayed vigilant to my duties. But they'd always either die by trivial accidents or from their short lifespans. So he chose a demon pig. Okay. That's probably when he turned his eye to creatures of purgatory. And sure enough, Hawk is exceptionally resilient and tough. It's no wonder he was even able to easily handle Hendrickson's attacks. Yeah, it all makes sense. I'm just happy my theory was right. And no one's ever cautious about him since he's so personable and likable. Sir Meliodas, Sir Bon. He's got a twinkle in his eye. Please, tell me more about Hawk. This does bring up the question, is Hawk Mama did she just adopt him? And that's why she can't talk? Because she's not actually a demon. That was actually not part of my theory. That part I was having a hard time cobbling in. I just kind of oh, maybe they both got sucked away or something when he was a kid. Which apparently is the truth. But the Hawk Mama part, no. Surely, he's grown up to be a fine, strong man. Yeah, he's definitely grown up wonderfully, alright. So, what does my little brother do on the other side? As I thought, is he a warrior like me? He's the captain of the Food Scraps Disposal Knights. What a magnificent title. And they're thinking of all the horrible shit little stupid shit that Hawk's ever done, and he's just eating it all up. It's like, oh, my little bro's awesome. Oh, they just said something he didn't like. What's wrong, Wild? Is he foaming at the mouth? What the hell? Crap. He was so far off from what you imagined. He went into shock and started hyperventilating. Oh. Sorry about that. We ended up being a bit too honest there. Huff, huff. Where did he get a bag? I guess you're disappointed to find out your little brother's different from how you imagined, huh? Oh, so he didn't think he was necessarily awesome. He's freaking out. Okay. Well, I definitely went into shock from the shock, but no matter how far from my imagination he is, and how different of paths we may walk, he is my brother, flesh and blood. To me, he is my one and only precious little brother. I still don't get how even demon pigs would only reproduce so few in a litter. Aw, Meliodas is touched by that. You're right. So he's like remembering his own brothers, I'm sure, and Bond doesn't understand this. Now then, the storm's blown over, so let's get going. And there's the pig house. Weird that he would make it look like a pig. That's so, conspicuous to the Demon King and to my precious little brother. How do you know he's going to even help you get back? But I never thought the door to the world where my little brother is would be at the feet of the Demon King. Well, that's just our best guess. How long has the Demon King been here? He's been around long before I was born. He was sealed here 3,000 years ago in the real world's time. So, he was sealed there, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't already in purgatory. But good lord, to find out that Hawk is 8 million years old. Good lord. And my search for my brother's whereabouts. I've challenged the Demon King countless times and have always gotten crushed. How did you not die? Out of our 12,118 battles, I've lost 12,118 times. You've got some crazy determination, or dedication. The two words give up are not in the dictionary of Wild. And to now have been able to see hope that I may meet my brother again. I now know what it was all not for, or that it was all not for naught. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm sure Master would crap his pants if he saw you. I agree. Well, if he wore pants. Mild, good night, my precious little brother. Oh God, he's singing. What the heck is that song? It was a lullaby I used to sing to Mild all the time. He loved this song. So that might be the one thing that will make him realize that that's actually his brother, right? You're a big brother. You're a good big brother. Wild. What's the matter, Captain? Oh, do you have a little brother as well, Sir Meliodas? When Wild was talking about Master, that was the first time I've ever seen you make that face. Your little brother, if I recall, was Zeldris. I see. Now that you mention it, I've never properly told you about it. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, I wouldn't force you to. That's not it. It's just neither an interesting story nor a story worth hearing. Okay, so we're going to get some Meliodas backstory, maybe. I have two little brothers, Zeldris and Esterossa. What? You mean that goateed guy that killed you once? Yeah, he's the middle brother. Hang on a second. He doesn't look like your brother in the least. His face is nothing like yours. It's not like he can help it. Sorry for interrupting your story. Please continue. Okay. I was once hailed as the commander of the Ten Commandments and called the candidate for the next Demon King. And to be honest, it's not like I completely hated it. Okay, flashback. How long is this chapter? 21 pages. Oh, okay. No matter how foolish I thought the war with the Goddess Clan was, as the leader of the Demon Clan, I spent day and night in battle. And Zeldris, if I may humbly say, idolized that version of me. Yeah, he looks like it. You could almost call him honest and sincere to a fault. Okay, the title's kind of making more sense then. Maybe. He learned how to fight from me and continued to bring down his sword for the sake of the Demon Clan. To be honest, I was never able to comprehend why he was so desperate and worked so hard. Okay, they're commanding, and here comes Elizabeth, so this is when everything changed. It was about that time that I met Elizabeth. and my entire world was turned around. The joy of having someone precious to me, and the feeling of wanting to protect someone precious to me. He didn't want to protect his brothers. Okay, that that just shows how different he truly was. Then when I finally understand my little brother, because he had already had one. Okay, the mysterious woman then. Someone precious to him who he wanted to protect. Okay, so this is the same silhouette it looks like as we saw on the cover. Amongst most of the demon clan who battled the goddess clan and the other races without much of any reason, Zeldris sought to fight as a cruel, cold-hearted executioner in order to protect his beloved. Meanwhile, I swore to put an end to the fruitless, meaningless war together with Elizabeth and betrayed the demon clan. All without knowing it would be the impetus that caused the Holy War. Okay, and here are giant. That's a giant, right? Got some claws on him though, and humans, some fairies maybe. It's hard to tell. The unexpected betrayal of the commander of the Ten Commandments caused a serious strain. They're vampires, okay. The vampire sect that disapproved of being subservient to the Demon King aimed to rebel, but their rebellion failed. Oh, the Demon King kind of put that rebellion to rest, and as a lesson to the vampire sect, he ordered his executioner Zeldris. Oh, he has to kill his lady love. To kill his beloved by his own hand. She ain't bad looking. Doesn't look like a vampire. But, usually female vampires don't typically look it anyway. To keep that sex appeal, I guess. I can't begin to imagine just how much he suffered in that moment. Yeah, he looks pretty anguished right now. Captain? Sir Meliodas? And that's all. When he needed me there the most, I wasn't by his side. When he needed my help the most, I couldn't do anything for him. Oh, so that's why you feel so much, not concern, but admiration for Wilde. Okay. And my brother's most precious thing was taken away. Pretty pointless story, isn't it? It's not pointless at all. So then, what about your other brother? Wild! I'll save that story for another time. Oh, that's the story I think everyone wants to know. Though I guess we did get a glimpse of some of it anyway. Oh, his head's hurt? What's wrong, Captain? What is this? What is this? Something's wrong? My memories of Esterhaza are... But why can't I... Have you noticed as well? Like me, you are unable to remember anything. This voice, there's no mistaking, it's him. Okay, I'm going to make a prediction. The reason why... Zeldris and Meliodas have always kind of looked pretty similar, as siblings tend to do. Not exactly the same, but you do see some resemblance. Esterhaza basically looked exactly like him, but he did not have the power of darkness and all that. What if the Demon King split Meliodas? It's like, I want another child, because Meliodas is not... He can live up to... Well, at that point, he would have been living up to what his expectations were. But what if he split him and then had this imperfected child? Maybe he was trying to take even more out of Meliodas so that he would be even more perfect than he already was at that time. And that's why Esterhaza, has this identity crisis of, I'm Meliodas. Yeah, because he was. But, okay, so we might get that. You truly are just so, effeminate. So girly it makes me sick, as I thought my son has no need of your existence. Emotions. Oh, here comes looming Big Papa. Good lord, he is freaking huge. But I'm sure he could probably alter his size. The one behind it all, the Demon King attacks. The ultimate wall in their way to return to the real world. No one remembers Esteraza's past. As the mystery deepens, a confrontation with the Demon King. To be continued in chapter 272, A Glorious Battle. But yeah, I'm really thinking that might be the case. Is that, like, he's already split Meliodas' emotions from the rest of him. So it wouldn't be like maybe that was his weakness. Other kinds of weakness. Like maybe some kind of, like, a different kind of emotion or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. But, you start stripping him, trying to make him perfect, and then you end up with these imperfected remains, and that's why he couldn't use the full powers of a demon, and my wrist popped. But that's what I think. But I am still happy that my whole Hawk theory was, one of them was right anyway, so that's nice. But overall, the chapter was pretty good. I mean, it was more of a fill-in chapter, kind of hinting at things, and that whole Zeldris reveal was pretty interesting. And now we're going to deal with the Demon King in the next chapter, so, oh boy. But anyway, thank you for... I'll give this one a 4. While I'm happy about my, theories and everything, that I can't add just for that. But anyway, a 4 is good. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Keyshawn Prime, and I'll see you next time. Keyshlings, roll out.